So cockpit setup flow part 2 with the power on. So before we turn the power on, we're going to find the fuel low level lights and look at those while we turn the batteries on. So we got a momentary flash, that means the low level sensing system is checked. Come to the annunciator panel, test the lights and reset. Fire warning lights, checked. To the overhead panel, AWI quantity, checked. Fuel boost pumps on, the yellow lights and the fuel low pressure lights are off there. Landing gear indicators and flap indicator checked. And now we'll turn an inverter on. It's already on. So inverter on, and we got light is off on the annunciator panel. And now we can check the fuel quantity, because that requires AC power. And we'll check the elevator trim. Cycle that. While it's running, press the emergency stop. That deactivates the switch on the yoke. And then we'll test the standby. That's working. Now we'll cycle the inverter to reset the trim. So inverter off, we got a light on the annunciator panel. Go to the other inverter. Lights off. And now we'll make sure the normal elevator trim is working again. That's good. While we've got the inverter on, I'm going to check the tank hydraulic system. So tank power's on, and our tank hydraulic pressure gauge is AC, so that's why we need the inverter on. So I'm going to arm it momentarily. And just check that the pressure comes up. And now we know that works. Now we can turn the inverter off to save battery power. And while I've still got the tank power on, I'll come over to my indicator panel for the tank and check the quantity. It says 5 gallons, that's empty in this airplane. So now we know we need to get a load. And also we can check the other indications on the panel to make sure that's functioning right. Then I'll turn the tank power off. I'm going to turn the avionics on. And I can check, radio frequencies and that sort of thing, but the main reason to turn that on is
ground mode.
Stall warning check. You only get the audible warning with the radio master on. So we're going to check the stall warning. We're going to hear the pedal shaker and look at the angle of attack indicator for movement and listen for that audible warning. Okay, that's a good check. And radio master off. I'll check the other trims, the aileron and rudder. They don't require AC power, so aileron trim. Checked and set to 0, and the rudder trim. We get 5 degrees of rudder trim with the electric trim. And back to 0. And also for once a week-ish, I'll check the emergency shutoff valves for the fuel and hydraulic. So you flip the switch and hear the electric motor for the valve running. And that's a good check. Also, occasionally I'll do the check the ignition, make sure the igniters are clicking. Last thing I check before I turn off the batteries is the voltage. So I'm going to turn off the battery switches, but I'm going to check each battery individually and make sure the voltage doesn't drop significantly. Okay, now we go outside and do the pre-flight.